how's it going everyone? Welcome back to my channel. For those of you that are new to the channel, my name is Noemi and I just do kind of family vlogs and just a little bit of everything. So if you want to join the NJ fam, feel free to do so and subscribe. From the last video that I had posted, I had mentioned that Niall was signed up to TK. He was accepted, but the only issue we were having was having him choiced to the school where Nathan is, my soon-to-be second grader. Great news, Niall got accepted into TK. I was nervous about that. They had told me, even though I went to register him back in March, really early in the morning, the day that it was registration, I went and I was like third in line, you know? Keep in mind that kiddos that are a little bit more behind will get priority. The other thing that we had to look out for was that Niall, for example, he's never been in daycare or any sort of school type of setting. He's always been home care, so that's another thing that they were looking for. Kiddos that never had like an opportunity or this chance to have like a school-like environment. He got accepted. That's the big thing. The only problem that we're kind of dealing with, in the area where we live, we have a lot of elementaries, 2 middle schools, I think 1 high school if I'm correct. So depends on where you're located, where you live, you get assigned to that school, but you do have the option to choice. So I did my research and I really wanted my kids to go to a certain school, and also because it's closer to my job. And so I put all that in there. And so Nathan was accepted to that school. So Nathan's going into 2nd grade this upcoming year. And Niall was accepted to this one, the one that's here. And I was like, well, I don't want to have them in separate schools. And so I had a choice, like write up another form saying, hey, I want the siblings to be together. I had to do all that. So fingers crossed that they take him into the same school as Nathan. They should let me know in the beginning of August. So he will be going with his brother, so that's great. The other thing is my leave for having Josemie, who's almost 5 months, is coming to an end. And so I'm kind of in a pickle situation, so to say, where she does not want to take the bottle. And I've tried the Dr. Brown bottle. I've tried the MAM bottle. I've tried different people giving her the bottle, but she just won't take it. And so I'm kind of like, oh my goodness. I was trying to take more time off where I could not go back to work until she's like 6 months old. They told me, yeah, we'll give you the time off, but we're gonna have to post your job as available. Pretty much, if no one takes it, I go back to my same position, everything's fine. If someone does take it though, they just give me the option of like, well, do you want to apply to something else? But pretty much like I'm done for. I was like, okay, I'll take time off until she's 5 months, so kind of like right in the middle. Weirdly enough, I looked online to see if my job was posted and I never found it, so I don't know if they just said that so I wouldn't take that time off, but that was a little fishy. So I don't know, it's a lot of things on my mind. It makes me really worried because I don't want her to suffer. Like, she has such a great routine right now. It's just gonna get all messed up. The other thing I wanted to talk about, which is the main subject here, I wanted to do a property land update. It's been a little over 2 years now. Within the first year, we were able to do like a 2 vehicle wide road through it, and then all the way up to where the land is where we want to set up our future home. So that area was cleared out. The second year we had it, a friend of ours wanted to host like a little event in that area, and so he went ahead and put his 2 cents in helping us out and clearing more of it out, in which it did a pretty great job, where it's like a lot more cleaned up and flatter and everything. we're still not yet at 3 years, but the goal for this 3rd year is that I wanted to put a utility there, one utility. And so we're working on the well. And we had what I guess you call a witcher go up there, and he was checking out the area as to where there's the water running.
I was wondering how I got here before you guys, and then I was like, oh,
we went to go put gas. Yeah.
Listen, get weeds.
That was a safe thing to do, because if the people that are going to go out there and drill to make the well, if they hit a spot where there's no water, it doesn't matter. They did the job, and so they still, you know, drilled and everything, so we would still have to pay that huge amount of money. And so they were like, try to get someone out there that knows, you know, what they're doing, the witcher, all that stuff. We did, and he marked 2 spots just kind of going down the area as to where the water's flowing. So I'm like, all right, perfect. Fingers crossed, there is a waiting list, like a few months out of a waiting list, but we want to get on that list. Fingers crossed that gets done. So hopefully this year we are able to put the well. The other thing we want to do is also clear out more of the area towards the back of the property, close to where the property line is. There's a lot of rock, and also it's still slight slope, so we want to push more of that rock, dig more, and then push more of it down, just to kind of do our best to level that area out. Yard's not so much like at a slope. We don't go up there as often as we should, but there isn't much that we could do. We have 5 months left. I don't know if they'll be able to put it in this year, like within the 5-month time frame. If that's the case, that's fine. But I also have that whole issue with baby girl, and so I hope it doesn't like affect our plans for the property to get the well done this year, money wise and such, because for that extra time that I asked off, they're obviously not paying me for it, but I also have to keep up with some of the bills and stuff that we have going on, or else we're gonna start falling behind on things, which I don't want to do, because we're on a right track right now. The other thing that I want to get soon after would probably be electricity, and I think the less expensive utility would be what do you call it? I'm not sure if we want to keep staying here. I think it's the safest thing to do, because it is a pretty comfortable home for the kids, to stay here until we've paid some things off, and then we're ready to get the home. But that would be obviously the last step, and that will take time too, with the setting up. And then it's like, are we ready to like live up there full time? And then obviously during the winter months. As to our future house, I'm pretty like 80% sure we're gonna get like a certain house, but I've looked at prefab homes, mobile homes, manufactured. I even looked at barndominium, because those look really cool, but they are a little bit more expensive, but they're built a lot stronger. A lot of things come into play that we have to think about, but like I said, I think we're mostly leaning towards that manufactured home, which it's like a triple wide pretty much. Like the main home itself is a double wide, so they'd have to bring in 2 separate parts, and then if we want that extension of like a family room, that's like a 3rd part to attach. So to say, it's pretty much like a triple wide. But the price is just lovely, and there's no competition, because it's not like a house out on the market where everybody's fighting for. It's you buy a trailer and then you have to have your land, so it's not really a big competition. You can customize some things to your liking, like the flooring, the walls, and like the cabinets, things like that. So that's perfect. I'm very minimalist, so I'm pretty sure it's gonna be like less expensive too. But that's everything I wanted to share. It's gonna be a short little vlog of just an update of what's going on, but we have not forgotten about the land. We just have other things going on, and we're slowly working towards it. But fingers crossed, we're almost there, guys. Baby steps forward. Until next time.